So today we're going to talk about how to turn a lead into a client. Now, before we go there, this is my YouTube channel, Successful Realtors. There are a ton of material there for the last few years. I put all of them there. And as I said, this is very hands-on training for any different subject you can imagine. So today we're going to talk about how to turn a lead into a client. And this is the issue I have with many agents. They come to me, they said, can we work together? Can we be part of your team and get leads? I used to say yes without any investigation. But I noticed that having a lead is not the issue. Convert them is the big issue. They get the leads, they spoil it. And I noticed like a few months after that, I come across the same lead and I say, what's happened to this? The agents grab it, call, no answer, that's it. That was the end of the story. And that's not the way we have to handle the leads these days. We're not talking about 50 years ago, 60 years ago, when Mike Ferry was calling and that person said, yes, come and list my house. That era is gone. Now there are a lot of noises around us. The things are not working, so you have to continuously changing your strategy, such as for some areas, flyer doesn't work anymore. So you have to approach and find those sellers in a different ways. So how do we, where the leads are coming from? As we all know, leads are coming from, let me just say, okay, coming from Facebook, Google, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, sold sign, open houses, door knock, cold calling events, and the rest. As you see on the screen, a big portion of the top part is social media. Now, I know the best source of leads are from referral or your past clients. These are the two must for all of us. Now, social media slowly opens its place as a must for lead generation or prospecting. Now, here is the question, what are you going to do with those leads and how we can convert them? Now, this is a fundamental of real estate production. Everything starts from a traffic, the lead generation that we have. And we can use all of them or a few of them. Usually we use at least 3 or 4: open houses, door knocking, networking, and as I said, past clients that are sphere of influence are the must. And these days, social media or Facebook ad, Google ad should be part of it as well. Now, then the second part is conversion. What are we going to do with those? It's like going fishing in the ocean. You grab the fish, you throw it inside the ship, and you don't know what to do with it. And that's a big dilemma, a big problem with many agents. As I said, they call one time and they let it go. Well, based on the stat we have, you have to call them at least 8 to 13 times in order to be able to get to them. That's why I might start using what we call AI callers, because I don't have time to call all of them. The pile of leads I get today are different than the one I get tomorrow. I call today, not all of them answer the phone. Then I get my load of leads for tomorrow. Then I start calling them, and the pile of leads I got from yesterday that goes under the newer leads. So I open my eyes and I see, oops, this person I called 2 times last month and then let it go. But what AI caller does is just call them nonstop until they will get hold of them, whether they want to buy a house, sell or not. At least we know that it's not wasted. And lastly, goes to fulfillment. So here's the big thing. When all of them coming from traffic that we created comes to the second part, that's conversion, there are a few things that must happen. First of all, they must know you, like you, and trust you. That's why when I go door knocking, I get to know people at the door, but there is no intention for them to sell now, maybe a year or 2 years from now. But what am I going to do with that lead? Am I going to just let it go, ignore it, forget about it? Or what I do, I come back to my office, send them a mail, and then put them into drip campaign if I have their email address, and the drip campaign will send them videos, email, text, whatever you want to call it. And what I'm trying to do here is to build up my community. So that's why I have to be in front of them more than one time, two times. And during this session of drip campaign, I have to also give them value. So that's why I send them ebooks. That's why I send them small batch program for AI, how to find the greatest deal close to you. Use this link. So when they click on the link, my own customized AI ChatGPT opens, and they can put their address, find me a great house in Oakville, and it would give them a list of it. And what I also do because it's custom made, at the end of it, say, by the way, the best agent to call to get you these leads is Ashton, and here's a phone number, and I can connect with them. And I'm working right now on chatbot, meaning that if they click on it, automatically will connect to me, or an AI reception would answer them, say, how can we help you? So these are all integration. Don't be, how can I say that? Like shiny objects. Don't be impressed by how complicated this is. You don't need to. All this AI and new technology is so big. So what I recommend you to do is take one small chunk at a time. All right. So after you know them, like them, trust them, there's a chance for you to fulfill them, take them into your selling or listing. Now let's take a look at the conversion part of it. That's follow-up system we have to have in place. New leads, sphere of influence. You can reach them through email, texting, videos. Videos is very, very, very powerful. So what I do with my even new leads I get, automatically through KV Core or Bold Trail, I send them videos. 20 things you have to do for buying your house. Step number 1, small video goes to them this week. 2 weeks from now or 1 week from now, the second video goes. Step by step, tell them how they can secure their house. Value content, show expertise. So when you go on the screen and tell them, if you're first-time home buyers, what you have to do. So that's showing expertise. And then if you can connect them to your social media, Facebook or Instagram, so they would see you all the time. And that's how you can build up trust. So these people, that's the way they get to show them and be there as be visible for new people that they get. So be visible everywhere you can go. So on social media, that's important. There are a few things you can use and apply in Google or social media where someone's interested. Your ad would follow their IP address. Some companies, they do that for you. Provide value first content. So give them, people have access to everything you can imagine. All right. So don't hide. The era of hiding things as your power is gone. So the power comes in knowing that you're qualified, you're caring, and you know exactly what you're talking about. That's where your value comes from. And that's how you can build up your value. And that's how you can do it. So just give away. What do you have to lose? Leverage social proof, of course, testimonial, you can put them. Sold sign is another proof. One of the things Craig Proctor taught me was when you sell a house, put extra sign on the front yard sale. This house is sold and we have buyers for you. And I get calls from them. Be consistent. Mostly with social media, you have to be visible. Cannot put your ad today and it's gone. That's why I like the automation with social media posting. Number 2, make them like you. That's connection and relatability. That's a big word in English. Be authentic, be yourself. Find common ground. Ask them questions, ask them about the families, ask them what kind of hobbies they have, and be genuine. Tell your story. People love to hear your stories, and people love to tell you their stories. So that's why very often when we have a conversation, ask questions rather than me, my story. Tell them they love to share with you. And that's how you get connected. Show empathy, recognize their challenges, downsizing, fear of selling, financial stress, etc. Make them trust you. That's credibility and proof. Trust is earned, not assumed. Demonstrate expertise. Share data with them and explain the market condition. Be reliable. Always be there. Educate, don't push. Just give them information. You know, if they don't want to work with you, they won't work with you. So you cannot push it. Solid validation is cases, situations that's happened to you. You can always go back and tell them stories. Even when you post a picture on social media, let's say on Facebook, do not put just sold, just listed. Tell a story through the pictures. Show a picture of husband and wife, very happy. Is telling these people, these couples are happy, and there is a house behind it. So, or holding hands of a baby, that's for new home owners. Tell different stories. Video is very impactful. So tell stories through the video. Don't say, I just listed this house, it's 4 bedrooms, 3 washrooms, etc., etc. But tell them, listen, come with me. I want to show you something unbelievable. I want to see you what's happening inside this house. Let's go. I want to show it to you. Transparency, be upfront about price, timeline, potential obstacles. The other day, one of my clients, investors called. His tenant was initiating maybe the purchase of this house. So I opened the conversation and my client's call. He said, did you know about it? I have 2 choices, no. And I could say the truth. I said, yes, I know about it. That's it. That's all he wanted to know. There's nothing behind it. And that opened the conversation and communication, and that worked very smooth. So going back to the foundation, leads and information, it has to go to our CRM. Do not use your phone as your CRM or Excel sheet. You are not interactive. You need to use leveraging and automation. The amount of leads and information we get on the daily basis is not 60 years ago, and you cannot handle it with piece of paper. It's everywhere, and you have to be present. Therefore, you have to drip campaign the lead that you got today. Otherwise, you're going to forget it because the market is so busy, so much noise. And instead of having 30,000 active agents in Toronto, we have more than 80. So competitions are crazy. So you have to start with a system, and that's where the systems put everything together. So you have to sit down or we can say step back instead of working in your business, working on your business. So allocate 1 day, half a day, Sunday, and decide what you want to do with what part of your business. If you are putting your traffic into a system, then you have to organize in a way that it can go in a systematic way. Even if you go door knocking, have a schedule. Whenever there's a house coming to the market, whether it's your house or not, what is the procedures you're going to do with those open houses? He's not going on Saturday, Sunday, 10 minutes left to 2 o'clock. Let me put some signs, go inside the house and wait for a client. That would not work anymore. Used to work 6 years ago. Now, these days, you have to go 3-4 days prior, go to the neighborhood, print your flyers, and not print out from MLS. Please do not do that. People have access to that. So a portion of MLS plus your advertising should be in that flyer with your QR code. And QR code should lead them into a video from you. Mr. Home Seller, there is a new house coming into the market. I'm going to give an open house on Saturday and Sunday, 2 to 4. Please bring your friends. By the way, are you thinking of selling your house? Because I can give you a free home evaluation. And this is video connected to your QR code, printed on your sheet, on your flyer, goes to neighborhood. If you cannot get hold of them, at least leave the flyers when you come back home to take a look at it and put an arrow to your QR code said, watch this. So for leverage automation, we're talking about monthly video, monthly email to your past clients or sphere of influence or your CRM, weekly listing, calls, give value, contents, add them to your social media, group, WhatsApp, birthday cards, texting for Christmas. There is Christmas coming, so you can send them cards the way you want. So these are systems. So if you are in real estate and you have no system, then you're in trouble.